And the British Prime Minister is responding after more than 100,000 people filled the streets of London for a far-right protest. It's believed to be the largest far-right protest there in decades. Now Prime Minister Keir Starmer says Britain is a nation proudly built on tolerance, diversity and respect. ABC News foreign correspondent Tom Soufi Burridge has more. Tom, how significant is this demonstration and what message are these protesters trying to get across?
It's hugely significant, Diana. And to be honest, I think any British person was taken aback by the number of people that turned out. I think the police were taken aback. The organisers said that it far exceeded their expectations in terms of the number of people to actually attend this far-right demonstration, between 110 and 150,000, according to the Met Police. I mean, if you look back to the anti-Iraq war protest in 2003, that was more than 1 million people. So it's not absolutely huge. But for a far-right protest, I think, we've never seen anything like this before. So I think it's shaken the political establishment in the UK. I mean, what this guy, Tommy Robinson, he's a kind of media personality. He has a string of criminal convictions, but he has a massive online following. He is a far-right, for many people in the UK, extremist. But I think he's tapping into grievances within working class, mainly white working class areas of the UK, and particularly tapping into this idea that there's too much immigration into the UK, particularly these boats that come over from France over to the UK carrying migrants. He successfully garnered support, and I think that's kind of evident from this demonstration. That said, the police are saying that there were a number of troublemakers in the crowd who were just there to cause violence. We saw violent clashes between the police and some of the demonstrators. So some people there peacefully protesting, some people, according to the police, clearly out to cause trouble. But again, this is tapping into this broader, I think, wave of opinion that there is too much immigration going into the UK.
So what kind of response are you seeing to this?
Yeah, look, UK Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer is saying that, look, the UK will never surrender, in his words, to far-right protesters who are using the English flag as cover for violence and to instill fear. So I think this has shaken up the political debate in the UK. I mean, Starmer's under pressure from his own party to come out more forcefully and defend diversity within the UK, that type of thing. You had anti-racism charities, Hope Not Hate is an anti-racism charity. They said that there were a number of far-right extremists in the crowd who were speaking on stage, according to Tommy Robinson, people who are known, they believe, as extremists. So, look, I mean, I think this has, caused shockwaves within the UK, and it's rippling across Europe to some extent because other countries also have far-right movements which are increasingly popular. The one caveat in the UK is that the Reform Party, that's linked to Nigel Farage, a very, very close friend of Donald Trump, of course. He has an awkward relationship with Tommy Robinson, the guy on stage at this protest. That said, Reform, Nigel Farage's party, is polling incredibly well. And according to the polls, they actually have a chance at the next general election in the UK. We're several years away from that, of actually forming a government. The other just final thing is that Elon Musk addressed the crowd at this protest, basically saying that, that violence might be coming to the UK. His comments were incredibly controversial and have caused a real stir in the UK right now.
Tom Soufi Burridge, thank you.